Oh man, this is amazing. We could have just driven right by and not stopped. To some, I'm sure it seems kind of empty. But in reality, this place is teeming with wildlife and serves as a cog for Wyoming's energy infrastructure. We're in the middle of the 3.6 million acre Rock Springs field office in southwest Wyoming. This is a place you should know about and all Americans should care about. Southwest Wyoming is a shining example of the sage steppe ecosystem. It is home to the largest sage-grouse populations on the planet and lies at the heart of legendary pronghorn and mule deer migrations. It contains incredible conservation areas like the Golden Triangle, the Steamboat Mountain Area of Critical Environmental Concern, or ACEC, and the Greater Little Mountain ACEC. It also holds abundant energy resources.
I've been out here 37 years, don't plan on leaving. I'm in love with this place. I always will love this place.
Marshall Cummings is a lifelong resident of southwest Wyoming, an avid hunter, a miner, and a dedicated community member. He has also spent years as part of the Greater Little Mountain Coalition, which works to balance competing needs on public lands.
I believe that wildlife conservation and energy can go hand in hand, and we've proven that they can. What we have to do is listen to each other and respect each other. And the work that we've done for the Greater Little Mountain area proves that.
The Bureau of Land Management oversees more than 150 field offices across the nation. Each field office creates a resource management plan that guides how the lands under its jurisdiction will be managed. Resource management plans, or RMPs, are the comprehensive long-term blueprint for managing specific tracts of public lands and wildlife habitat, outlining the goals, objectives, and allowable uses like grazing, recreation, and energy for 10 to 20 years. RMPs are developed collaboratively with public input to balance diverse and sometimes competing values under the principle of multiple use and sustained yield. Marshall worked with a broad range of people to help develop the Rock Springs RMP, specifically in the Little Mountain area.
We brought in energy people, we brought in labor, law enforcement, ranchers, livestock, ag. We all came together and came up with a plan that works for everybody, and we're living it. After a multi-year process, the Rock Springs Resource Management Plan was completed in 2024. However, following a change in presidential administrations and the executive order known as Unleashing America's Energy, the BLM determined that existing mineral restrictions and special management designations within the Rock Springs field office require reevaluation. Legislation known as the One Big Beautiful Bill also passed through Congress, which mandated quarterly oil and gas lease sales in 9 states, including Wyoming. That provision also stipulated that 50% of all land nominated for leases needed to be made available within 3 months, and the remainder put up for sale within 18 months. Many people in southwest Wyoming are concerned about politicians in Washington interfering with land management plans developed by those who know these landscapes best. Marshall says the 2024 Rock Springs RMP was a balanced approach, protecting energy interests while also safeguarding wildlife values. You can find ways to develop energy, whether it's renewable, gas, coal, and keep it isolated, secluded, and done responsibly. Because if we don't do it responsibly, I don't have a job. I can't go hunt elk. Management of huge swaths of public lands is complicated business. Plans for these areas are also subject to changing politics. So how do we create plans that are resilient to political swings, and what does responsible energy development really look like? I want my kids, my great-grandkids, generations and generations after me to be able to do the same things I did. We believe the appropriate path forward prioritizes avoiding sensitive and high-value wildlife habitat, protects water resources, and applies careful stipulations to ensure minimal impacts to the landscape. I'm this rough, tough Wyoming miner, and I would be lying to you if it's never brought me to tears just to watch the sunset over the land that I live in. And I appreciate it, I love it, I want to steward it,
I want to protect it for generations to come. Everything that Wyoming lives and breathes is who I am. And if that disappears, then I don't know what my kids will be like.
The Rock Springs Field Office and the Greater Little Mountain area provide a fascinating case study regarding balancing competing uses for the land, maintaining and increasing engagement by the public, and fostering a deeper understanding of the myriad considerations managers face is paramount to ensuring our public lands remain the amazing treasure they are today.
I'm trying to protect these lands. That's a core value for me. Hard work and protecting what you believe in.
One thing we know for certain, with the immense gift of public lands comes the obligation to properly steward these lands and ensure they are healthy and vibrant for future generations. We hope you'll join us.